Hello, beautiful creatives. It is Michelle with Inner Journey Studios. I'm hoping you can all hear me okay. I think I've got it all set up. It's been a while since I've been live, so I feel like I'm starting over here. I am here. I am coming to you live. Let me just give me a second here. Let me take this off. There we go. If you are joining me now, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you are joining from. Sorry, I'm just taking my address off. I'm sure it's easy enough to find me if you're really looking, but I don't want to make it too easy if there's any wackadoos out there. Hello, hello. Let me know where you are joining from. And if you haven't already, at the top of the post, there should be something that says, allow StreamYard to see who you are, or give them permission or something to that extent. If you say yes to that, what that does is it allows me to see who is commenting in real time. I will know either way because I will run into Facebook and YouTube later on, and I'll check all the comments and I'll know who it is then. But if you want me to know right now, just give StreamYard permission to see that. Oh, hello from Memphis. Oh, Memphis, beautiful. Is it hot there like it is here in Florida and I think everywhere else in the US right now? My goodness, my AC, which I am so grateful for, has been working overtime right now. It has been crazy hot, y'all. It has just been ridiculously hot this summer. And I know it's not just where I am. I think there's places in the US that are even hotter than what we have going on in Florida right now. It's crazy. But thank you for joining me today. I am super excited. Let me know in the comments if you get excited when you get new art supplies. I know I do. And I ordered some stuff from Dick Blick last week. And it was overcast for you today. Okay, that's nice when it's so hot out. That overcast is like heaven. It is so nice. So I ordered some new art supplies last week and I kind of forgot I ordered them. You know, let me know I'm not alone. Do you ever order stuff and then kind of forget that you ordered it? So it came and I was so excited. It was like Christmas. I'm like, I got supplies and I wanted to open it right away. And I thought, no, I'm going to wait and we're going to open it together. I have since remembered what I ordered, so I'm really excited to share this with you. These supplies I ordered because of Cheryl Hughes at Tinker's Art Cart. If you don't follow her, you definitely want to. She is an amazing artist and an even more amazing person. I just absolutely love and adore her. And she was telling me about some new art supplies that are fairly new out from Deco Art. So y'all, I had to buy them. I said I wasn't going to buy any art supplies this year, and I lied. So we're just going to leave it at that. I lied to myself, and I lied to anybody else I told that to, including my poor husband. But he knew. All right. So without further ado, let's get a drum roll. My drum rolls are awful. I need my daughter here. She's the drummer in the family. And let me get this back in and let's open these up and see what we got, shall we? All right, first of all, I'm hoping they're okay because the box came really dinged up. So I don't know who it was sent. I don't know if it was UPS. I think it was UPS, but however it was sent, this box has gone through the ringer. So fingers crossed that Dick Blick packaged it well. I think they did. I think it'll be okay. Oh, hello. I miss you too. This is so fun. I love doing these lives. It's been a while. Life has been busy. I've had a lot going on. I'm sure y'all can relate. Summertime and life happening and summertime and life happening. And I just haven't been doing as many videos and stuff, but I'm back, y'all. I'm back. And I got my hair done today. So I was having a really good hair day because it was professionally done by Diamond, my amazing stylist here in Claremont. She did it for me today. It was cut, she styled it, and now I feel like $1 million. So I was like, I have to do a live. My hair looks good. All right, so let's get into this. It looks like it's gonna be okay. I don't see any spilt paint. Okay, y'all, this stuff is the coolest ever. I have no idea how it works. I can't find any videos on it. It's brand new on the market, I think, or new this year. It is called Wax Effect. It comes in like 22 or 21 colors. By the way, I am just sharing what I bought. I have no affiliate to Deco Art. I have no affiliate to Dick Blick. I'm not associated with them. I am just an art supply junkie, like I think some of you might be also. And so I'm just sharing what I got, and I'm sharing a little bit about the product as much as I know, but I'm not selling anything. I don't get anything if you buy it. I'm just sharing because I really, really am excited about these, and I want to share with you what I got because I know you all love art supplies too. So this stuff is, I think, going to be really cool. It says it's a translucent layering acrylic. So it's an acrylic based paint, or it's an acrylic paint, but it is supposed to give the illusion, the effect of encaustic painting, encaustics. Now, I'll share more about that in a minute. Let's look at the colors first, and then let's talk about this versus encaustic and kind of like the pros and cons of both. So I got the Phthalo Blue because that's one of my favorite blues always, ever. I love Phthalo Blue. I got a Hansa Yellow Light. Again, I love the Hansa Yellow. Very beautiful. I tried to get colors that I thought would mix well, that are ones that I generally tend to use in my paintings anyway, that I can mix and make more colors with. I know, aren't these pretty? Oh, it's so much fun. All right, Burnt Sienna. I always have a hard time buying colors, like the artist colors, because if I was left to my own druthers, I would buy all colors like this. I would buy the blues and the magentas and the bright yellows and all the fun, vivid, vibrant colors. But I've learned through the years, nice burnt sienna is a must-have in the studio. It's not exciting to me. It's not exciting because I definitely prefer vibrant colors, but this is so yummy. This kind of color is so yummy when you're painting. So I got that one, and I got the Dioxazine Purple. Okay, my purple, love, love, love it. I have never tried these. I can't find any videos on them. I found one video from a trade show where the person was just telling about them. I can't find anybody that's used them or any tutorials on how to use them. So y'all, I'm going to be experimenting and sharing with you. And if you try them, let me know how they work for you. Quinacridone Red. So I just love that red. So pretty. And let's see, we've got Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray has become one of my absolute favorite painting colors. I love the look of this. When you start painting with it and using it, I always used to think it was like gray, like, gray, boring. Oh my gosh, it is so rich and beautiful. And if you don't have a Payne's Gray, run and get it. Doesn't have to be in Wax Effects. Just go get a Payne's Gray and play with it. It's amazing. Another one of my favorite colors is the Phthalo Green Blue. So this is a little different. So here's the Phthalo Blue and the Phthalo Green Blue. I love the phthalo colors. If I'm saying it wrong, somebody correct me. I actually don't know. I didn't go to art school, so I just sort of say what kind of seems like it might make sense, or I make it up as I go along. I'm just being real with you now. And sap green. I love this. Now, they had a lot more colors, but I really tried to like take a breath and take a step back and not be too crazy. I kind of felt a little bit like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, the Disney version, where they're having the tea party and he's putting all the stuff in the watch. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. And he's like putting the mustard and the salt or I don't think it was mustard. Yeah, I think it was salt and everything. And then somebody said it was either mustard or butter. Here, I know some butter. And he's like, yes, some butter, some mustard. And he goes to put it on and he goes, mustard? Let's not be, what was it? Let's not be ridiculous, shall we? Or let's not be crazy, shall we? Like that was what was too much. The rest of the stuff was fine. So anyway, a little tangent. That's how I felt buying these. I was like, I gotta be calm, not buy too many, I can't get them all. Let's not be ridiculous, shall we? But it was hard. The colors were fabulous. So then the other two I got are an aged beeswax. And we'll talk about that. If you don't know what encaustic is, I'll share that in a minute and why you would want this. And then the other one I got is the translucent white. Because that one, the one video I did see, they talked about using this and it gives a really pretty milky look. And I thought that would be amazing. So that is all that was in there. We want to talk about, these little boxes when you buy art supplies. We won't talk about how much those little boxes end up costing, right? Okay. So these are the ones I got. I'm going to flip them upside down so you can see all the colors. Aren't they fun? They come in these nice 4-ounce sizes. I don't know if this will be a lot or not because I haven't used it yet, so I don't really know how much you need. But it seems like a nice size, right? Dick Blick was the best price I found on these on the Deco Art website. I think they were, I don't know, I think they were like 12 something. And they were about the same on Amazon. And then Dick Blick, I think they were like 9 something. It was like between $9 to $10. So they were actually, might have even been less than that. You know what? I don't remember. You'd have to check, but they weren't too badly priced for what they are. Okay, so let me take this off. Hold up. All right. So encaustics, if you're not sure why I'm excited about this, well, other than being a new art supply, which I'm always excited about. So there's a type of art form, if you're not familiar with it, called encaustic. And again, if I'm saying it wrong, somebody let me know. I just make this stuff up as I go. And the encaustic uses colored wax. It's like wax and pigments. I've never done it, just to be clear. I'm just sharing what I've seen and what I know. I have honestly been a little intimidated to use it, to try it, because it is a process. So it's beeswax, I believe, or wax, some kind of wax, but I think it's traditionally beeswax. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's pigment to get the color. You have to heat it up. So you've got like the fumes, you've got the heat, there's a process involved with doing it. So it's a little intimidating. And for those of us that are, multi-passionate with our art, right? We do a lot of different things. We're always playing around with different supplies and trying different things out. It can be hard to pull out all kinds of stuff to be able to do a piece of art, especially if we don't have a lot of time, right? I'm busy, you're busy, we've got a lot going on, and like melting wax and pouring it and figuring out how to do it and all of this might be a little much. So these are supposed to be, they're a wax effect. They're supposed to give like the illusion of a encaustic, but they're acrylic. So there is no melting. There is no fumes, no toxic fumes, no melting, no heat, no Nothing like that you have to deal with. It is acrylic based. So I'm guessing it will wash well, if I have our hands on that. I'm also guessing that it will work well in mixed media, but I don't know that yet. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to go ahead, and while I have you here, I'm trying to keep my videos short, but let's face it, that's not going to happen. I've got way too much to share with you and show, and it's just way too exciting. So there we go. I'm going to pull. Oh, hey, Amy, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm just going to play with it tonight. I'm not actually going to like make anything tonight, but I wanted to just like give you all a little bit of a view. I wanted to see how they felt personally. And I thought if I'm going to see, I might as well share with you so you can see what they look like too. I'm probably just going to make a mess. Let's be honest. This is probably just going to be a big mess tonight. I have no clue what I'm doing. And honestly, I don't care because I just am excited to play. Do you all ever just play with your supplies? Like you go, I don't care what I make. I don't care what it looks like. I just want to, girls just want to have fun. One of my favorite songs from the 80s. Okay. If y'all are interested, I'm thinking about doing a video to show how to make this little art journal out of mail scraps. So this was from some mail catalog stuff that I got the other day, and I hate it. I get a whole stack of it like once a week with flyers and everything. And it just drives me nuts because I throw it in recycling and then, it gets thrown away and whatever. So I made an art journal out of it. This is like my play journal. And look at, this is like crap, right? Like this was crap. This is like a flyer from Winn-Dixie or something. And, I made some art with it. And I'm just playing with some designs and some elements and colors in it right now, just to try some stuff out. So if you're interested in learning how to make something like this, it's like basically a free art journal, right? Let me know, and I can, maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to take, so you can see how you can take like that junk mail you get and make a journal out of it. Look at that. Literally, this is what it's all made out of. But thank you. I love creating. It's so much fun. But for tonight, I'm going to go ahead. I have got this here. I have some gesso down on it first, just to give these pages a little bit of, just a little something for the paint to stick on. I don't know if you need to use gesso for this stuff. You probably don't. But I'm just telling you what's already on here. So let's go ahead, and I want to start. I love this phthalo blue green. So let's see what happens. Are there directions on it? I didn't even look. Create translucence and luminous effects of traditional melted beeswax. There you go, it is beeswax. In caustic painting, ready to use straight out of the jar. These thick bodied translucent colors dry to a burnished wax finish for gorgeous results. Okay, directions. Stir gently, can be scraped or carved into while wet. Do not force dry. Okay, so do not force dry. I think that's going to be important. That means that you're not going to want to use like a hair dryer or anything on it. You're going to want to let it just dry on its own. My guess is that the hair dryer will probably bubble it. There's probably something in it that does not do well if you heat it. So don't heat it. Cures in 12 to 24 hours, depending on application. Intermixable, water-based. Oh, y'all. And it says for more information and projects, visit decoart.com. Y'all, if you find any on decoart.com, send me the links, because I looked on their website and I couldn't find anything on this, but maybe it's somewhere and I just missed it. Okay. Oh, look at how yummy that is. Okay. It said to stir gently. So let's, oh, guys, this is like super creamy. I am in love already. Look at this. It's like really, really creamy. Can you see that? Oh, did it freeze up on you? I think it froze up. I don't know why it froze up. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Sometimes when there we go. Sometimes when I'm using my phone, it gets a little wonky. Sorry about that if it froze on you. So you can see it's like all nice and creamy. So let's go ahead and let's just scrape some of this on. Oh, it is really translucent. This is really beautiful. I have no idea. We're probably not going to be able to see much tonight, like until it dries. So I will have to be sure to post and maybe do a follow-up. Has an odd scent to it. I can't place it. It kind of smells like some sort of cleaning product. I don't know that I'll be excited about that. I don't really love cleaning. I don't like to be reminded of cleaning when I'm doing art. You guys, the things I say, like seriously, I'm like, did I just say that out loud? I did. It's true. I don't like cleaning and I don't want to be reminded of it when I'm doing art. But yeah, it does. That's wild. I don't know what's in it that it smells like that. Does anybody know? Where are my chemistry people? What might be in a paint, in an acrylic-based paint that might make it smell like cleaning fluid? I do not know. All right. Well, I love this. This is beautiful. This is the phthalo green blue. I think that's gorgeous. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of the phthalo blue. Yeah, this one smells like it too. I'm trying to figure out what that would be. All right, if anybody else gets this, let me know what your thoughts are on the smell. All right, I'm just going to take some, and I'm going to, they said we can mix it, so I don't know that I have enough on for it to mix. No idea what I'm doing. I don't know how this reacts. I don't know what the characteristics are of it or what to expect when it dries. So literally, y'all, right now, I'm just like, just throwing it down and seeing what happens. I'm gonna clean it off on this side. All right. Now we'll wipe this off. What color should I do next? We did the phthalo blue and the phthalo green. What do you guys think? Should I do the yellow? Or should we add in some of the cad red or the quinacridone red? I love quinacridone red. It's kind of like a, it's like a pinky red. Oh, maybe eucalyptus. Oh, that would be interesting. No wonder. Oh, some of them are definitely stronger than others. I'll have to look at, see if I can find an ingredients list later. All right, we're going to try a little bit of our Hansa yellow. Let's just see what that does. Let's put a little down here. We'll do a little up here. I can already see that I would want to get, I think I would want to scoop this out like onto a tray. Oh, here, let me, you don't need to see me. Let's do this. There we go. Sorry. I think I would want to scoop this into a palette first so that I wasn't contaminating it, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to just keep doing what we're doing. All right. It does seem to mix nice with the other colors, though. You know what? Let's do that. Let's try. Let's take a little bit. Here, we'll do it off to the side so you can see it too. Let's take a little bit of this Hansa yellow. Probably mixing it on pink is not like the best, but whatever. We're going to have fun. Let's mix it on here. And then let's try, I'm going to try a little of this quinacridone red with it. I know, I was thinking it smelled a little like maybe ammonia, but I had the same thought. I'm like, I can't imagine they would put ammonia in this. Now this one's got like gunk on the side, like it spilled. You know what? It's really full, so I bet when they filled the Quin red, I bet that some just spilled over the side. I think the product's still fine. Okay. Yeah, the product seems like it's still okay. Okay, let's get some of that. Let's mix these two together and see what happens. Because it says they're mixable. I wonder if you can mix them with other water-based paints like acrylics. That'd be interesting. Ooh, they do mix nice. This is giving me, I did like equal amounts roughly, so it's giving me like this peachy orange color. That's kind of cool. So that's good to know. I had assumed that they would mix well, but I didn't know for sure. And I really don't know how much you're supposed to use. Like I'm just using a small amount. I'm not really sure. Like, do you need to use a lot of it to get that encaustic look? I don't know. And that's why we're experimenting. I usually go to videos, see what other people have done. But like I said earlier, I couldn't find any. So y'all, we are trailblazers tonight. You and me, we're trailblazers. We're trying something new. We're making a video on it. We are cutting edge because we are cool like that. So thank you for being here with me today and helping trailblaze this product. Now, I am sure there's like cool stuff I could be doing with it, but truly I'm just trying to see how it reacts and how it responds. These homemade journals, they're really awesome to play around in, but the paper does wrinkle a lot. So this also might be better on either a mixed media paper or like a Bristol or something heavier weight. But again, I don't care. We're just playing. All right. What should we do, y'all? Should we add some more color? Let's add some on this side. All right. I think we need some purple. Anybody disagree? Aren't these colors beautiful? I agree. I think they are so pretty and so vivid. I'm going to take a good amount on this. And let's bring this over and let's just see. I think this one, I'm going to leave this a little thicker. We'll see how that dries, like what that looks like when it's dried. Now, the one video I did see, like I said, it was at a trade show, so it wasn't really a tutorial. They were just talking about the product a little bit, and they mentioned something about once it's dry, you can actually take a stamp or like a stencil and press it into it. Probably more of a stamp would be the pressing. And you can press it in to get the indentation in it, but it has to be dry because if it's not dry, what happens is the product just kind of melts back around whatever you stamped in. So I might try that tomorrow. And if that's the case, you would need it thicker like this. Like this is probably too thin. I don't think there's anything there we could stamp into, but this is nice and thick. So again, I think this might work better on a higher quality paper that's not buckling. But whatever, we're just playing tonight. So I'm good with that. I'm good with this. All right, let's take a look at our sap green. Sap green is another color that's really growing on me recently. I actually got hooked on this. I think it was my friend Brenda, who's an oil painter. She's another one. If you don't follow her, you should. Brenda Keeney. She is amazing. She's in New England, and her paintings are stellar. She incorporates like actual flowers and plants into her oil paintings. But anyway, I think that this was one of the colors she recommended in her basic oil painting kit. I think I might be misremembering that. But regardless, you should go check her out. She's awesome. All right, so we're going to put some of the sap green down. While you're at it, if you're not following me, you should follow me too. All right, so this I'm going to put a little thicker also because I really do want to see what happens to this stuff when it dries. Like, what can you do with it? I do love how translucent it is. Like the phthalo blue green is already starting to dry. That was a pretty thin layer though, so that doesn't surprise me. It's so hard. You guys, all I want to do is take my blow dryer and blow dry it and see what it does. But we're not going to. All right, I'm not going to go through all the colors. We've got an idea of what we have here. I am going to try, let's see what happens if we scrape into it. I don't know if that will stay, but I'm curious to see if that will dry like that, because you're supposed to be able to scrape into it too. You probably do designs and stuff. Like I said, I might have to watch some encaustic videos and see what they do with that so I can get a better idea of what to do with this. I do want to check out the aged beeswax though. So this is supposed to give it a really creamy look. Like beeswax, one of the things about the encaustic paintings is they have this beautiful, the ones I've seen anyway, and I think this is characteristic of them, they have this beautiful, almost, I don't want to say antique, but they have like this milkiness around them, if you will, from the beeswax, I'm assuming. So I think this is something that you can put on over the painting maybe. And if you put a sheer coat of that, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so, I'm very tactile and I love the feeling of this. Like if you try this out, let me know what you think of it. But I'm loving how this feels. I know, isn't this a beautiful painting? Aren't you all like, oh my gosh, look at how talented she is. This is one of the things I love doing though when I get new supplies is I love just playing with them and not worrying about, is it good? Does it look good? You know, I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes it's fun to like actually make something out of them. But sometimes it's fun just to see what they will do also. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. So I just took some of this beeswax. It's not beeswax. The color is called aged beeswax. I'll be curious to see what it looks like when it dries, but I just took it over my phthalo green blue right here. I don't know how well it's showing up, but it definitely gives it a little bit of an aged look. Like here is the phthalo blue green without it, and here it is with it. So it's not a big difference, but it is a little bit of a difference. It's kind of cool looking. I think I'm loving this. I think that I'm going to have to really play some more with this in my journal and see what I can do with it. All right, that's going to be it for tonight. It is late at night. I need to get some sleep at some point today, as I'm sure you all do, but I'm so glad that you came. Thank you for those of you that were watching live. Thank you so much. If you're watching on replay. Thank you. I really appreciate you checking out my videos. I appreciate you being part of my channel, subscribing, following me, all of that good stuff. And if you haven't subscribed and followed my stuff, please do. Does it dry fast? So it says it takes, hold on, I want to get the facts right, 12 to 24 hours to cure. So curing is not the same as drying. Drying, in my mind, drying is when it, you can touch it, you can paint over it, you can do stuff like that, and it doesn't really affect what's down there. Like, this is almost dry in my mind. Curing means that within 12 to 24 hours, it will be what it's supposed to be. Like, the paint's not going to dry anymore. It's going to stay how it is. Like, that is how it's supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure there's a better way to explain it than that. And if anybody knows, please feel free to add that in the comments. I should probably check so I can, explain curing better. But in my mind, the curing is like, I know I do that with painting on glass. Like, it dries pretty quickly, but it takes time for it to cure. And usually we cure it in the oven when I do the glass painting. And that's where it gets to where it's going to stay. It's not going to move. It is, good to go. So the initial drying is okay for a thin layer. These thicker layers, though, I think these are going to, oh, I'm sorry. Let me, I forgot. You can't see what I'm doing here. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. So these thicker layers that I did, I really think these are probably going to take a couple hours to dry. I don't think these are going to dry quickly. So y'all, this is just my initial thoughts on this with no basis whatsoever. So take it for what it's worth. My initial thoughts on this is this will be fun to do on art journal pages or canvases. I talk in terms of art journaling because that's primarily what I do and what I teach, but I also do work on canvas as well. So whether on canvas or art journal, it's not going to matter. My initial thought is this is going to be fun to use as a process. So this is not going to be something that you sit down and do a quick page to get it done. This is something that's probably going to require painting it on how you want it, letting it dry, coming back, doing some stamping or stenciling, probably letting that dry a little bit, or maybe not. At that point, it might be okay to paint on, painting over it, doing some more stuff that you want, and then letting it dry 12 to 24 hours, like with your piece open. Like, so for this, I pretty much have ensured that I will not be using this for at least a day. Like, oftentimes if it's acrylic, I'll dry it and then I'll flip the page once it's dry and I'll just start painting on the other page. And sometimes that can be within the same painting session. For this is going to have to be dry before I can flip it over. I also don't know how well it's going to hold up in an art journal. It may be that if it's soft, like a wax might be, even once it's dry, it may be that when I flip the page and start, creating over here, that the pressure on this ruins it. I don't know. So I'm afraid I don't have any solid answers on any of this, other than the thin layers are drying pretty quickly, but anything that has a little bit more of a thickness to it is definitely going to take longer to dry. Even this one here, which wasn't really thick, but I definitely added a little bit more. This was the one I did with my finger. That's still not drying yet. So yes, it does not dry fast is my takeaway. Overall, it does not dry fast. Great question. I am curious. So let me know in the comments if you're curious. If you have tried this, please let me know. I would love to know what you did with it and how it worked for you. Like I said, I'm super curious. I think my friend Cheryl's getting some too, I'm hoping. I'm excited to see what she does with it. Tonight, I just threw some down on the page just so I could play with it a little bit, and to share it with you. But I'm actually really excited in the days and weeks to come to play around a little bit more so that I can find out a little more, the characteristics of this and how I can use it in my art. Being that I do the mixed media, I'm especially excited to see how I can use this with other tools, with other supplies. Is it going to work with regular acrylic paint? I think it will, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm excited to see how it works with other acrylic paint. I'm excited to see how it might work with soft pastels or I don't even know what else. My brain just went blank. It's like I've never used a supply before in my life. Can I use a marker over it when it's done? Can I do detail work with a gel pen or a marker? I don't know. So anyway, thank you so much for being here tonight. Today, whenever you're watching it, I'm so glad you're here. I love doing this. I love trying the supplies out. I love creating the art. And most of all, I just love sharing it with you. So let me know below, what are you working on right now? I would love to hear what you have going on. Have you gotten any new art supplies recently? New that's for you? And if you have, what is it? What are you making with it? Let us know. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Happy creating, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.